Let's solve this one. Number 2. On a 100 centimeter ruler, lines are drawn at 10, x, and 98 centimeters. So we have a ruler, okay, 100 centimeters. So yeah, start from 0 until 100 centimeters. The lines are drawn at 10 centimeters. This is 10 centimeters. This is 8 centimeters, and this is 98. The distance between the lines at x and 98, let's call this A, is 3 times the distance between the lines at x and 10. So this is 10. This is x. This is 98. Focus on this part. The distance between the lines at x and 98. So this distance is 3 times the distance between lines at x and 10. So if I call this A, so this will be 3A, right? Is means equals to the distance between the lines at x and 98 is 3 times the distance between the lines at x and 10. So if I call this distance A, and between the distance between x and 98 will be 3A. So I know that between 10 and 98 here, how many centimeters are there? How many centimeters between them? I subtract them. If I subtract them, it will be 88. All right. So if I go from here until here, I will have how many steps? 88. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I count this, it will be 88. So 88 is how many A? If I start from here to here, it will be 4A, right? 1A here and 3A here. So totally it will be 4A. Then 4A is equals to 88. If I have to find the A will be what? If I cancel this, it will be 22. So I know the A. So the question is asking for x, the value of x, okay, here. So I know A is what? 22. So this was 10. And if I go 22 steps more, I will come to x. And the value of x will be that 1, 2, 3, 4. I go steps like this, it will be 32. So x is, my voice is not clear. So x is 32.
Sir,
Yes.
why is x 32? I didn't understand.
Okay, I will explain that part again.
Okay.
I found that A, the distance between them is A. And A is equals to 22, right? The distance between them. Any problem until this part?
No.
Okay. So here is 0. Here's 10. And here's x, right? If I count the steps from here, from 10 until x, there is 22 steps, right? So if I count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and if I go 22 more, it will be 32 then. Okay? If this is 10, if I go more, 22 more steps, it will be 32. So this is my answer. X is equal to 32.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's solve question number 7.
What chapter?
Yes.
Which chapter is this?
Which practice this?
Which chapter?
Which chapter? Chapter number 12, I think. Or maybe 13. Okay.
Sir,
Question number 7.
could you unmute Ali's mic?
Ali's mic.
Yes.
I'm not muting anyone. The system
He's
is
muted, sir. He's muted, I think, by one of the students.
no
Because
by the
he
system
has
itself.
questions.
By
Come
the
on, sir.
system.
No, come
I
on.
can't. I can't. I cannot go out. You said, come on.
Fine,
I'm at
fine.
home. Okay. It was a joke, by the way. Question
Yeah,
number 7.
I get your sarcasm, sir.
20% nickel alloy was made by combining 2 grams of 35% nickel alloy with 6 grams of 6% nickel alloy. And here I'm hearing myself. Okay. So I am combining 2 materials. Okay, 2 materials. Let's say 2 pieces of something, and I'm getting something like this: a bigger material, a bigger cube, let's say. And this cube contains 20% alloy, nickel alloy. So this material, this one, is 2 grams, right? 2 grams. And the second material is 6 grams. So if I combine them, what will be my result? How many grams? Total, it will be 8 grams, right?
8 grams, yeah.
Okay. So this is 8 gram, and 20% of 8 gram is nickel alloy. That means if 100%, sorry, 100%, can I say 100? No, sorry, yes, we can say that. Teacher, what did you say? I can't understand anything. Are you saying something like this between yourself? What the hell is going on?
Teacher, I had a question actually.
Yes.
Why did you write 2 grams and 6 grams? Did you give like a value, or is it because of the
No.
question?
I just wrote the values which is written here, right? I converted this word problem into this one. A 20% nickel alloy was made by what? By combining 2 grams of 35% nickel alloy with 6 gram of X%. I don't know the percent of nickel alloy in here in this material. And if I combine this, it will be 8 grams of a new cube, a bigger cube. Okay, this is a bigger cube. Okay, so 20% is how many grams? 20%, if I divide by 5, so it will be 8 divided by 5, right? That means if I have 8 grams of something and 20% is nickel alloy, that means in 8 grams, 8 divided by 5 gram is nickel alloy. 8 gram, I have 8 gram of something, but only 20% of that 8 gram is nickel alloy. So if I do the math, I will find that 8 divided by 5 gram of this material is nickel. Okay, so let's go here. So here, in the result, I have 8 divided by 5 gram of nickel, right? Of nickel. And from here, I can find that if I have 2 gram of something, but only 35% of it is nickel. So I need nickel alloy, right? Because I'm looking for nickel alloy, the percentage of nickel alloy here. So 35%, 35 per 100 times of 2 is only nickel alloy. Plus, I don't know how many percent of this material of 6 gram is nickel alloy. So I will write X percent, X per 100 times 6 is equals to the 8 divided by 5. Now from here I can find x, which is, can you do the math? Do you have calculator with you? Can you find x, please? So you just cancel the 100 by multiplying 100. So cancel them. It will
Sir,
be 20. Yes.
why did you multiply by 2
By
at the
2.
very
Where?
first? At the first, mister.
At the first?
Yeah.
35% of 2 gram is nickel alloy. So I need nickel alloy, right? I'm combining nickel alloy plus nickel alloy is equal to nickel alloy, right?
Okay.
Okay. By the way, I did not say that you can ask something for. I told you that you can ask anything, but not 100 times.
I told you, mister, that meme is exactly for you.
No, I did not say that you can ask something for 100 times.
Mister, you said you
I
only
said
say
that no
100
question is
times.
dumb question, yes, but you cannot ask the same question 100 times.
So, mister, the Tommy applies to you.
Simply just ask it 99 times. Easy solution.
Exactly.
I should make myself laugh because that joke wasn't funny. Okay. Oh, this question easy. In SAT, if you see long questions like this, it's super easy. And if you see a question like this, it's hard. This one. No, I'm joking. It's not hard. Okay. So, is there any other question you want me to solve? What's up?
Sure.
Yes. Which question? If you don't have any question from this page, I can go to other page.
I'm telling you that you muted Farzad.
I muted Farzad.
Yeah, he said to unmute
Okay.
him.
If anyone is going to study mathematics and maybe mathematics engineering, there is a department named mathematics engineering, which is super cool. You study coding, you study physics, and so it's combination of computer engineering, mathematics, and physics.
Sir, and that's cool?
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, of course it's cool. Why isn't it cool?
Yeah.
As long as you can get a job, well, that must be the main issue.
Yeah, by the way, if you study mathematics engineering, you can be physics teacher, you can be English teacher, you can work for NASA, you can be a scientist, you can be a programmer, you can develop applications, you can build games.
Sir, calm down, sir. NASA won't accept Afghans, mister. NASA won't accept Afghans. Please, calm down, sir. They won't.
So you go there and work for 5 years or so, and then you'll get a USA passport. You can go and work for NASA.
How much it will take to get the bachelor's degree?
4 years.
Yeah, I mean for that engineering that you told us.
Yeah. All of engineering is 4 years.
Okay.
Okay, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation. What is, you know standard, right? What is deviation? Fluctuation? This one?
A change from a point? Like how much did it deviate from a point?
Yes. So, let's say this is my axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to explain standard deviation.
Eray, can you
Slow, right?
Alright, okay.
You're typing so fast.
Sorry.
So, Let's call this standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2. In this graph, using only this, I can explain standard deviation. Which one has highest standard deviation? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Which one?
Wow.
This one?
Second one.
2?
None of them.
This one? Or this one?
I think 2.
2.
Which one is 1? Which one is 2?
This is 1. The purple one is 1. And the
Blue.
black one, the black one is 2.
Black.
Black?
I say what?
No, it's
For
black.
the
The black one is 2.
2.
Sir, which one is black?
Sir, that's blue, not
Number 2.
black. That's
Number 3
blue,
is black.
light blue.
This one is black, sir.
Yeah, number 3 is black.
It's purple
Yeah, exactly.
and blue,
Number 3.
or light blue.
Okay. The standard deviation is highest when the graph is more spread out. Okay. As you can see, this graph is more wide. And data, let's say this is data number 1, data number 2, data number 3, data number 4, data number 5. They are really far away from each other. As you can see, the distance is really huge. And the data are spread out. Okay, it deviates more. But as you can see in purple, the data are so close to each other. Okay, so close, so close. When it is more spread out, that means standard deviation is high. So 2, the standard deviation of the second graph is bigger than standard deviation of first one, because the data are away from each other in graph number 2. If the data is more spread out, that means standard deviation is high. I'll give you an example.
So, sir, it's the difference between the datas, yeah?
Yeah, the difference between, I mean, the not the difference, but
Yeah, the difference.
the distance between them. Let's say,
Distance.
yeah, let me give you an example about your class, for example. You're so close to each other. I mean, your age, 18. You have 18 years old, 19, 20, at most maybe 22, or at least 16.
Also 16, sir.
I mean, at least 16, at most 22, let's say, okay?
Who is 22?
So they're so close to each other. But if you think of the teachers, one is 40 years old, one is 28, one is 50, the other is 60. So the standard deviation of teachers are higher than students, okay? Because it deviates more. The data are so far away from each other. I'm 28, the other teacher is 40, the other teacher is 50, the other teacher is 80. So it deviates more. So standard deviation of teachers are higher than students, because students are so close to each other, but the teachers are so far away from each other. That's why keep in mind that standard deviation of teachers is bigger than standard deviation of students. Okay, just remember this, and if you understand this example, that means you can easily remember the definition in the examination easily. If you remember this, teacher is always bigger than students. Let's clean all this. Let's go to the other page. Number 2. So this is easy. Let's solve question number 9. It's easy, but I will.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you zoom in every question, please?
Yeah, sure. If you don't have laptop, maybe you should connect your phone with the TV.
Teacher, the Discord is not working in the computer. It's the screen is not showing, teacher. It's the same problem.
The same problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you should check for the answers in YouTube. You'll find one. Okay. Question number 9. If 25% of 68 is the same, when you say S, place equality sign. 75% per 100 of what? Of 68 is equal to the same as 85% per 100 of what? Of n. When you place this term and the expression in this place, you can solve it really easily. You cancel hundreds, then you'll do the math with the calculator.
60.
Okay. Let's solve this one. The Pirates won exactly 4 of their first 15 games. They then played in remaining games and won all of them. If they won exactly half of all of the games they played, what is the value of n? So they won 4 in 15 games. Okay. But when I add plus n games, n minus 15. Is it clear now? No. It will be much complicated. When they play in games, after n games, that means they have won n divided by 2 games. Okay. So,
Sir,
yes,
why is it n divided by 2?
divided by 2. If they won exactly half of the games they played, half of the games.
Okay, I'm blind. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, so how can we find the expression? 15 divided by 4 plus x here plus x here equals to 1 over 2. No. Make it like this. They have won 4 games out of 15, right? When they play x game more plus x game plus x game, that means they have won all of them. When I take the ratio of them, it will be 1 over 2. This is much easier for you. But the other way it was a bit harder. Okay? Do you understand now? When I add some games to my played games, that means the ratio will get 1 over 2. Okay? When I play 50 games, it was 4. But when I play n games, let's say this is n game, this one will be n over 2. So that means the ratio is 1 over 2. So I will multiply it. It will be 8 plus 2x.
Teacher.
Yes.
What is the meaning of x?
The number of games played after 15 games. Okay. Until n.
Yeah. What about, teacher, 4 plus x? The same meaning, teacher? The number of games played after 4.
Yeah, the number of games won after.
Okay, teacher.
Isn't that clear? Did you understand? Is there any problem? Anyone else? Let's ask. Aziz, did you understand? No need
Yes,
asking.
sir. Yes.
Sometimes when the teacher is having trouble with explaining, so they will ask the top students. Did you understand? So they will say yes, and they will pass. No, I'm not going to ask Aziz or
I didn't
either.
understand.
You didn't understand? No, really?
Yeah.
You understand, Aziz?
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Nuruddin, did you understand?
Yes, mister.
Murad, did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Tasneem, did you understand?
Yes, I did.
Abu Bakr, did you understand?
No.
Sir, I didn't.
No. You didn't. Okay. Let's explain it again from very beginning. Okay. They played 15 games and they won number of games. And they won 4 games, right? After playing some games, okay, then they played n remaining. Let's put n, okay? Then they played n remaining games and won all of them. So I will add n to it because after n games, they won all of them. So I will add to both of them, to the number of games played and the number of games won, right? Because after 15 games, they won all of them. So I add n here to won games, and I add n to number of games played. Is that clear now, Abu Bakr?
Yeah.
Did you understand this
got it.
part? So
Really got it.
after that, it says that they won exactly half of the games they played. So that means if I take the ratio of 1, the games won, divided by the number of games, what will be the ratio? It will be 1/2, right? Any problem here, Abu Bakr?
No.
Sir, how do you know it's 1/2?
Because it says if they won exactly half of the games they played.
Okay.
That's why I take the ratio of 1/2. Let's say I played 5 games and I won half of it. No, sorry, 6 games. I won half of it. That means 6 divided by 2. It will be 3.
Yeah.
So you can assume that games divided by 2 will be equal to 1, right? You can put the same formalization and find the same answer. Okay. Yes, Sanos. What did I tell you about the word half? I assume nothing. Okay.
Remember, sir?
1. What is the expression for games 1? Is 4 plus n. 4 plus n divided by 15 plus n is equals to 1/2. Or you can say 15 divided by n, the number of games, divided by 2, it will give me what? The number of games won. So 4 plus n. You can use either of them. Doesn't matter. You can find the same. It says find the value of n when you cross product it, and then you do the math, and you'll find n. Any problem here? Any question? Do you understand?
Yes.
No, sir.
We did.
I mean, no, thank
Okay. So some of you may are telling that how can we put this equation and find the answer? It's easy to watch. I mean, put the equation and find the answer. But how to begin with? How to begin solving these questions? When you see it in the examination, oh, this question was solved by Mr. Mohib, but how did he start solving it? The first thing you do is you write expression 15. You write games, and then you write the games 1, 4. Then it says then they played n games and they won all of them. That means I have to add n to played games and also won game. To be able to think this expression, you need to solve more questions. And Ahmad Sina is playing Call of Duty. Abu Bakr is playing Bioshock Infinite.
No, I'm not. It's
No, sir. Abu Bakr is studying. I
Let's
No,
see
it's
Ahmad
showing
Sina is here or not.
I'm not playing. I just put it like I.
Ahmad Sina is not here, but he is playing Call of Duty.
Well,
Let's call him.
oh,
11. It's easy. Let's and about this one,
This
could
one
be
is
hard.
also easy.
No, this is medium. The hardness of this question is medium. So let's solve it. Ian has 20 football cards and Jason has 44 baseball cards. They agree to trade such that Jason Ian 2 baseball cards. Ian, after how many will Ian and Jason each will have an equal number of cards? Okay, so I have Ian. Ian has 20 football cards. Let's say cards. Doesn't matter, baseball or football. And Jason has how many cards? 44. And they are trading. Aaron gives 1 card to Jason, and Jason gives 2 cards. So if I do the math, that means every time Jason is giving Aaron 1 card, because Jason receives 1 card. So if I subtract 2 from 1, so that means Jason is losing 1 card every turn. Okay. So 40 will be equals to 20 after some expression. But how? It says after how many such trades, I have to find the number of trades, right? Well, Ian and Jason will have an equal number of. So after some expressions, some operations, these numbers will be equal. But what will be those operations? Jason gives 2 cards every time, but Ian gives 1 card. And probably you understand, Jason gives two cards every time. Let's say 2 times. If Jason gives 2 times 2 cards, it will be 4 cards. Then you multiply it with x, it will be 4 cards, and it will be 2 because 2 times each time 1 card, so it will be 2 cards. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
Is Jason taking 2 cards, right? 2 cards.
No, Jason gives 2 cards. So that means I have
Jason what?
subtracted.
But also we need to subtract 1 x from these 2 x's.
Teacher.
Because as he
Teacher,
take 2, he give
Yes.
1.
can you?
Okay.
Can you
Does
undo?
Jason give
Wait.
cards?
Sorry.
didn't get
I made a mistake.
Sir, the
Okay.
answer is 24 here. It's wrong, I guess.
Yeah,
No,
it should
I
be
made a mistake.
12
I made a
again.
mistake. Wait.
Guys,
Give me time to explain, please. After explaining, you may ask your questions.
okay.
Can you show us
Jason
the
gives
question, sir?
what?
Can you show us the question? Right, we cannot see the question properly. Yeah, like
It's a question. Okay, I made a mistake. Well, not mistake, but I wrote some terms maybe incomplete. Jason has 44 cards, and he gives 2 cards times 2, and it will be equal to 20 minus x. But after trading, this is Jason, right? He receives 1 card, and Aeon receives 2 cards. Okay, So this is the number of cars they are giving after X many trades. And this is the number of cars that they are receiving. Okay, this is the number of cars they are giving, and this is the number of cars they are receiving after each trade. So if I subtract, if I add them up, so it will be 44 minus plus X, not minus X, equals to 20 plus X, and it will be what? 2X equals to 24.
12.
And X will be 12. That means after X is equals to 12, after 12 terms, they will have equal amount of cards. Okay. So after 12 turns means that each term JSON is giving 2 cards. That means I have to subtract minus 24 from JSON and minus 12 from AI. Will it be the same value? And plus 12 here, plus 24 here. So it will be minus 12. If I subtract it here and add 12 to the other side, it will be plus 12 and minus 12. So it will be 32. It will be 32. So these are equal. Did you understand? Any question now?
Can you again?
Can I explain it again? Yes, of course. So Aeon has how many cards? 20 cards, and JSON has 44 cards. So it says that after some trades, these numbers will be equal to each other, 20 plus something or negative something. JSON is giving 2 cards. Giving means I have to subtract from the number of cards, right? 2 times X. X means the number of trades. How many trades? Each trade will subtract minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. After X many trades, minus 2 times X will be subtracted from JSON. And Aeon is giving 1 card, so minus X. Now, how many cards will JSON receive after each turn? 1 card. So plus X to the number of cards which JSON have. And Aeon is receiving 2 cards. That means after each turn, Aeon will receive 2x number of cards. After some terms, X many trades. Okay. And when you solve this expression, X will be 12. So the hard point, the hardest point is to make this equation. When you make it, and the rest is easy. The rest is just more fun. So
the answer is D there, yeah?
Yeah, it could be T.
Then yes. Okay, thanks.
Any question?
When will we have a break?
The break now.
Oh, now, okay.
Yes. You have
So
10-minute
we'll
break?
come back at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, at 6.
Okay.
We'll continue at 6. We will continue.
So did you take the attendance?
24. So the question number 12 is about sets, I think. Yeah, but we are not familiar with sets. That's why we are not going to solve this with the sets formula. Question number 12. At the Hong Kong Learning Center, one-fourth of the students take debate. 1/6 of the students take writing, and 1/8 of the students take science. The rest take math. If 33 students take math, what is the total number of students at the learning center? Okay. So 1/4 is taking the debate. 1/4. So let's say there are X number of students in the center. Okay, X number of students. Okay. 1/4 of the students take debate. Okay, 1/4. That means 1 divided by 4 times X is taking debate. Debate. 1/6 of the students take writing. 1/6 of the students take writing, and 1/8 of the students take science. 1/8 of the students take science, and the rest, I have to find the rest, right? Let's call this R. Okay? The rest is taking what, math? And the number of students who are taking math is 33, right? Okay. So how to find X, the number of students? Oh, it's super easy. So is there any question about this, until this part? If not, we can continue. So there are X number of students in the institution, in the center. Okay, minus, if I subtract these numbers, it will give me the number of students who are taking math, right? If I subtract the number of students who are taking debate, who are taking writing, who are taking science, it will give me the rest students who are taking math, right? So let's subtract them. 1/4 of X, then 1/6 of X, then 1/8 of X. It will give me what? The rest. So I will make the situation and okay. So I just not take 24. 24. So it will be 24x. 24x minus, and it will be 6x, and it will be 4x, and this one will be minus 3x, right? If I take it as common factor and multiply and do the math, is equal to 3. Then I will find x as what? When you subtract it, it will be what? 13, 11. Sorry. Let's solve it. 11x divided by 24 is equal to 33. Sir, I was asleep, kept my PC open. Okay, then I can cancel this. It will be 3. X will be equal to 3 times 24. 3 times 4 will be 12. 1. 2 times 3
72
is...
teacher, 72.
Yeah. Hocam ne anlattınız ya? Ben anlamadım. Bu ne ya? Diyen var mı abone?
Ben anlamadım. Yani şeyi anlamadım.
Bundan sonra değil mi?
Ya ondan sonra anlamadım.
Ha, bundan sonra matematik ya. Sadece şey yapıyorsun. Rasyonel sayıları çözüyorsun. İşte burada ne var? X var değil mi? Her şeyde. Her terimde. X'i ortak al. 1 eksi 1 bölü 4 eksi 1 bölü 6 eksi 1 bölü 8 eşittir 33. Bunları hesapla. Ne kadar oluyorsa bilmem.
Ne yapacağız?
Efendim?
Ne yapacağız o parti içinde?
Bundan işte bu bir sayı çıkar, tamam mı? E diyelim, tamam mı? Bir sayı çıkar.
Tamam.
E çarpı x eşittir 33 oluyor değil mi? X'i bulmak için ne yapıyorsun? Bölü A yapıyorsun. Aynen. 33 bölü A I biliyorsun zaten. Böleceksin. X eşittir 72 olacak. Tamam. Anladın şimdi?
Hocam bir şey daha sormak istiyorum.
Aha.
Eksi 1 bölü 4, eksi 1 bölü 6 ve eksi 1 bölü 8'i bir dakika.
Nasıl çıkartabiliriz? Öyle mi?
Hocam 4, 6'nın ve 8'in ortak çarpanlarını mı ayıracağız hocam?
Hayır, ortak şeylerini paydalarına getir.
Ortak payda belirteceğiz hocam A için.
Evet, evet. Yapabilirsin ama sende şey var zaten. Hesap makinesi var. Birden bu sayıları çıkart. Sonra hızlıca böl. O kadar. Yani hesap makinesini de kullanabilirsin. Anladın?
Yani eğer biz 4, 6, 8'e ortak katsayılarına eğer bölmek istersek eşitlersek ne olurdu?
24. 24 alabiliriz.
24.
Hı hı.
Doğru.
Çünkü hem 8'e hem 6'ya hem 4'e bölünebilir.
Okay, hocam. Miss is next to me. Want to say hi? She's saying hi, but she's too shy to say hi.
Okay.
Hocam size zor gelmezse İngilizce anlatıp.
Hocam şimdi ne anlattınız? Anlamadım. Diyen var mı? Yok. Hocam çok iyi anlattınız.
Hocam bir daha anlatın.
Hocam
Yok diyorum
ben
ki size zor
Türkçe
gelmezse eğer İngilizce anlatabilir misin?
Aranızda Türkçe bilen var
hocam
mı?
ben Türkçe bilmiyor. Ben Türkçe yok.
Okay. Enough.
Türkçe yok hocam. Türkçe yok.
What's so funny, guys? What's so funny?
Okay. Enough. I made a form, Google form. One of the students wrote a letter for me that I am so strict in my classes, so that's why I sometimes speak Turkish and make some maybe jokes.
But I didn't hear
Sir.
the joke.
Yes.
Though.
Was it you?
What was the joke?
Yes, sir, it was me. The feedback?
The feedback, yes.
Yeah, the first one, it was for me.
Did you see my phone?
Is there anyone who
Sir,
thinks
did you
that?
like it? Do you like it?
Like what?
Did you like my comment?
It wasn't comment. It was a request.
No,
I
it
think.
was. No, sir, I don't think it was a comment.
The
Sir.
only funny thing here is we didn't understand something. The one who don't know Turkish.
Yes, sir. I didn't understand anything.
That's a real funny thing.
Okay. I'm going to explain one more time, and if you don't understand, please tell me. Okay. So
I did.
there's a center named Hong Kong Learning Center. There are students, okay? So they are selecting courses, okay? One is selecting debate, the other is selecting writing, the other is selecting science, and the other is selecting math. So there are 4 courses: debate, writing, science, and math. 1/4 is taking 1/4 of these students. That means 1/4 times x, the number of students, is taking what? Debate. 1/6 is taking writing, and 1/8 is taking science, and the rest is taking math. If the number of students who are taking math is 33, what is x? What's the number of students? In order to put the equation and find x, I need to think that, so I have x many students. If I subtract this number of students who are taking debate, writing, and science, so the remaining students will be what? Mathematics, which I know, which is 33. Okay, I will do that. This is the number of students, all of the students. I'm subtracting these three subjects, I mean these three courses students: debate, writing, and science. When I subtract these students, the remaining will be what? The students who are taking math. So I know that, which is 33, then I will find x. So 1/4 of the learning center is taking debate. So I will subtract it. I will subtract also the number of students who are taking writing, which is 1/6 times x. And also I'm subtracting the number of students who are taking science, which is 1/8 times x. Will be equals to what? I subtract the number of students from three different classes from the number of students in the learner center, all of the students. It will give me the number of students who are taking math, the rest of them. 33. Then when I do the math, when I take x as common, so here will be 1 minus, here will be 1/4, here will be 1/6 minus 1/6, and here will be 1/8 equals to 33. And
11/24.
yeah, when you do the math here, when you calculate this number, x will be what? 72. Okay. Let's go to page number 3. Is there anyone who knows Pashto?
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
Don't say that you.
Yeah, Zahid.
Yes, sir.
Teacher, don't say that you will start Pashto lessons.
Pashto de Jannat Jabadei.
Because
Yes, yes.
you understand everything, teacher. Thank you. Zahid reply.
Here
No,
we go
I was making jokes. I'm not sure.
Teacher, we appreciate you.
No, please, if I'm
Can we please like jokes after class? Thank
after
you.
class. No, during the class. Why not during the class?
Oh,
Hey, do you know
No.
Persian?
Guys, who knows
we're in
Russian?
class, guys.
Let's
Man.
use
Video
Teacher
call.
Mab,
Yeah, we speak Russian.
teacher Mab,
Yes.
teacher, can you zoom in,
Пашту,
please? More.
Пашту Puigi.
Поегам.
Sanas?
Yes, sir.
So this was your request, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem. So there are
Wait, sir.
Mr.
You see, sir.
Sir,
You see,
sir,
it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have a bit fun. You see.
no, Mister. So you
Look.
ask
What?
Sana that this is her request and that's it, right? You will not do it again. Is that it?
We as teachers are nice people, but
Sir, to be honest, I don't understand anything about what you're talking right now.
Who are you?
So for now, what you
The
Sure.
42 years old teacher.
There was something like request and
Okay, please. Can we mute our microphone now, please?
Sir, did you receive mine?
I received all of those comments and requests.
Mine was the best, Mister, I think.
Okay. And so we, as teachers, are trying to be nice with you, but little things like you will be towering with those who are not doing their homeworks and not agreeing with the rules. So the rules are that you will do your homeworks, you'll be quiet during the lectures, and you have the right to make comments and requests. And we are offering every help that we can give to make our classes more efficient and beneficial. But you have to let us do it. And to be able to do that, you have to show some respect. When I make some jokes, you shouldn't be crossing the line. There's a line between every things you do during the lecture or maybe inside the class, physical class. So I hope you understood. And now we are taking the attendance. I will call your name and you will say I am present. Starting from Abed. 18.
I say 19.
Yes. I
Okay.
say 18. I say
So both of them.
21.
Question number 18. Alex, Bob, and Carl all collect seashells. Bob has half as many seashells as Carl. So we have 3 persons here. We have Alex, Bob, and Carl. Bob has half as many seashells as Carl. Alex has 3 times as many seashells as Bob. Okay. If Alex and Bob together have 60 shells, how many seashells does Carl have? First of all, we try to give some terms. I will give the numbers in terms, like A, X, doesn't matter, M. We can start from here. Bob has half as many seashells as Carl. So if Carl has A, Bob has half of it, A over 2. Okay, so this part is done. Alex has 3 times as many seashells as Bob. So Bob has A over 2, and Alex has 3 times of it. So that means 3 times A over 2. After that, that's it. If Alex and Bob together, Alex and Bob together, if I combine them, 3A over 2 plus A over 2, together they have how many seashells? 60. And if I add them, it will be 2, 4A, cancel it. 2A will be equals to, and if I divide this by 2, it will be 30. A is equals to 30. How many seashells does Carl have? How many? Directly 30. Hocam çok iyi anlattınız. Diyen var mı? Yok mu?
Hocam çok güzel anlattın.
Efsane hocam.
Süperdi, süper.
Şaka yapıyorum ya.
Harikaydı hocam.
Bazıları anlamamış olabilir hocam. Bir sorun.
Hocam ne
Mesela
anlattınız ya?
Bebiş.
Diyen var mı?
Vardır
Yok mu?
aramızda herhalde bir sorun.
Soruyorum işte. Hocam ne anlattınız? Anlamadım ya. Diyen var mı?
Turkish sounds so
Anlamadım
different.
hocam ya. Anlamadım hocam lütfen. Bir daha anlat.
Hocam anlamadım
I
ya.
agree. I agree.
Oh,
It's
here we
not
go.
Kim anlamadıysa var ya
hearing you.
karantina
Ya
vurmuş olur.
hocam ya.
When I draw a line like this,
Hocam, what's going on?
here is your spot, and this is my temper. Okay, this is my temper. You cross this line and go up to infinity. Okay. You're making me angry when I make a joke. That's why I'm not making any joke anymore. I'm kidding. I will make jokes.
Yaratan Besar var bizde.
Besur is a swear word. That's why I will kick you.
What's the swear word?
No, I will not. You know, let's solve question number 19. Yono runs at the steady rate of 1 yard per second. Mono runs at the speed of 1 yard per second. Jessica runs 4 times as fast. 4 times, that means Jessica 4 times. So 4 yards per second.
Teacher,
Yes.
Your voice is unclear.
Yes,
clear?
sir.
No, teacher.
Jessica wrote.
Clear your voice, but
Wait.
What's the surname of Jessica?
Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. It's
Yes.
better now.
Okay. So, if Jessica gives Yuna a head start of 30 yards in a race, how many yards must Jessica run to catch up Yuna? Okay. So, head start means Jessica starts 30 yards after right? After Jessica. So, if this is Yuna, okay? Let's say not y, this y. Yuna is starting from here and it goes to this direction. And Jessica is starting from here and it goes this direction. At some point they will reach a point that they are equal. I mean the let's say this is sorry, make it equal. At some point they will be in the same position. Okay. After how many yards must Jessica run to catch up? So this point they will catch up, right? They will be at the same spot. So I know this distance, starting from here until here. This is 30 yards. Why? Yuna, so Jessica gives 30 yards, 30 yard head start for Yuna or Mona. Let's say Mona. So this is Jessica J. And so Jessica is running 4 yards per second and Mona is running 1 yard per second. So Jessica is here, right? Jessica runs at 4 yards per second. So if I multiply with x is the number of seconds passed. So they will be equal to just Yuna is Mona started from, let's say Mona, not started from, so if I'm going to calculate Jessica's, what come from?
Where did Mona come from?
Instead of Yuna, I write Mona.
Okay.
Instead of Jessica, use Farza.
No, you're not as fast as Jessica.
Really?
But Mona is as slow as. I'm kidding.
Okay, thanks.
Mona, I'm kidding, by the way. Okay.
no, it's okay. It's okay.
So after some seconds, x seconds, so each second, Jessica is running 4 yards. So if I multiply with x is the number of seconds. After x seconds, they will reach a point, this point, where they are at the same spot. So Mona is running at a speed of 1 yard per second. So I have to multiply x, the number of seconds passed, times 1 plus 30, because at the x equals 0 or time equals 0, we had 30 yards as head start. So Jessica start from 0, but Mona start from 30. Okay. After some seconds or x seconds, they will be at the same spot, and then I'm going to find the x. So 3x will be equals to 30. X equals to 10. What is x? X was the number of seconds passed. Okay. So it's asking how many yards must Jessica run. So I'm calculating this distance. I know this distance. Sorry. So each second, Jessica is running 4 yards. Each second. That means 1 second, 4 yards. What about 10 seconds then? Then I multiply with 4. 4 times 10. It will be 40. Any question now? Did anyone didn't understand? Did anyone didn't understand? Is it correct? No, it's not. Sorry, my bad. Did anyone didn't
Sir,
understand?
can you explain one more time?
One more time, yeah, of course. So let's clean this. I'm going to start with graphing. So just Jessica, let's say Jessica is yellow and Mona is purple. Okay, and Mona is into this Jessica and running into this direction. At some time, or not at an instant, let's say, they will be at the same spot. Okay. So that means after, let's say, X, Jessica will catch up to Yona. Sorry, not Yona. So Jessica will give Mona 7 head start. That when Jessica is starting from here, Mona will start. So this, as you know, velocity is equals to x over. So x is the distance. X will be equals to t times. Okay. You can solve the question without using this, but with it, it will be much easier. So they will after. I mean, it will take x seconds for Jessica to catch up to Mona. So that means if taking distance, or my reference point is here as distance. So the distance from here to here with the density, which is 1 times x, the distance. No, sorry, times time. Let's say this is x, the time is x, okay? Will be equals to, I'm going to write the distance from with this term. So this is, the yellow was Jessica. Jessica is running with the speed of 4 yards per second, but Jessica is starting from 0. There's no head start for Jessica. So this is 0. 0 plus velocity, which is 4. Can you mute your microphone? Times 4 times time, which is 8.
Teacher, your sound is unclear.
Is it clear now? Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, I can hear you twice.
Yes, you should mute your microphone. Jafari.
Jafari is kind of vegetable.
Okay. 30 plus x will be equals to 4 times x. And x will be 10 from here. X is the number of seconds that it takes for Jessica and Mona to be in the same spot. So I'm going to find this distance, this one. The distance is d is equals to v times t. And I don't know distance, but I know velocity of Jessica, which is 4, and I know the time, which is 10. So distance will be equals to 40 yards. Jessica should run 40 yards in order to catch up with Mona. Okay. Now, any question? Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wait, sir, only 1 second, please. Can you scroll up?
1 second. It's fast. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
No, it's over. Thank you.
Let's solve question number 20. Then I will take another attendance, and we will be over with the work problems. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
can we make it 20 minutes?
Can we make what? 20 minutes of what?
The break.
The break. You will eat dinner.
Yeah, and I have to pray.
Yeah, sir. I have to pray too.
Okay.
Me too, sir.
What? Farzad, is it you?
Yeah,
Nikki
Nikki.
owns a house that has a patio. What's patio? In the shape of a square. It should be a box, right?
Teacher, your sound is unclear.
Okay. Is it now clear? It's now
Yeah.
clear. Great. So she decides to renovate the patio by increasing its length by 4 and decreasing its width by 5. If the area of renovated patio is 90 square feet, what was the original area of the patio in square feet? So we have a box. What is patio, by the way? I don't know about patio.
Teacher, the area of a garden maybe, or a piece of land maybe, teacher, or a
Oh,
garden.
So we have a garden here.
So I found patio.
What's that?
It says garden, something like that. Backyard.
Garden.
Backyard.
Okay. Backyard.
Yeah.
So we have a garden like this. So it's a rectangular shape of square. Sorry, it should be a square. Square. So we have a square here. She decides to renovate the patio by increasing its length. So this is length, the initial length, by 4 and adding 4, and decreasing its width by 5. So this is width, and I am subtracting 5. If the area of the renovated patio, sorry, it's a square, so it should be the same way, length, width. I'm sorry. So this is, let's say, A. This side should be also A. Okay. So she decides to increase its length by 4, plus 4 and minus 5, right? And if the area of the renovated patio is 90 square feet, what was the original area? Okay. So the new area is 90. A minus 5. If I multiply length with width, it will be what? It will be the area. It will give me the area. A plus 4 will be equals to 90. So if I multiply this, a squared minus plus 4a minus 5a minus 5a minus 20 is equals to 90. So a squared plus a minus 20 is equals to 90. A squared plus a, and if I take 90 here, it will be what? Minus 110, right? Equals 0. And
Teacher, isn't it minus a? Isn't it minus a, teacher?
Yeah, minus a. Sorry. Minus a. So I'm not going to solve this with delta because it will take much time, because this is 110. If I take the multiplication of this number with 4 with the other number, so it will take time.
10 and 11.
Instead of it, I will make a complete square. A and A, 11 and 10, right?
Yes.
Minus and plus. A minus 11 times A plus 10 will be equals to 0. One of these should be 0. A can be minus 10 and A can be 11. Since I know the dimensions cannot be negative, so I will take the positive one. So it's asking for original area. My original garden was like this. 11 here, 11 here. So the original area is
121.
Okay.
Yes.
And one more question. I also have one more questions. And then no, I will not solve that. I will leave it for you.
Hocam bu son ders mi?
It is quite good question.
Hocam
Yes.
bu son ders mi?
Bu son dersimiz mi? Evet. Bundan sonra ne var? Konuşma var. Konuşuyoruz işte. Dertleşiyoruz.
Hayır yani
Yaklaşıyoruz mu?
yani Discord bitmiyor.
Acaba neye
Dertleşiyoruz.
yaklaşıyoruz? Acaba neye yaklaşıyoruz?
Someone is speaking. Please keep quiet.
I
Keep
can hear
your-
myself.
Yes.
So bu dersten sonra bütün yoksa yani can we leave Discord after this lesson or no?
Can you leave? I did not understand anything.
So she's saying that is it the last class? I mean last lesson?
So that I can leave. I mean, can
For
I
mathematics, yes. After this, we will be speaking. You can leave for the next
New
lesson.
lesson.
What will you guys think about?
Anything.
Everything.
Conversation.
It will be like a discussion table.
Marriage.
Is it important?
Maybe you should stay and watch us.
Of course it
If
is.
it's important, you can stay, and if it's not, you can leave.
Yeah, it's absolutely important.
Okay, enough. So here we have a question. Idris sent me this question. A rectangular solid above has dimensions 3a and b, where a and b are integers, not fractions, integers. Show the following cannot be the area of 3 different faces of the solid. Cannot be, okay? So we have 3 values. Each of these values are representing the area of 3 different shapes.
So is it D?
I don't know the answer. Let's find it. What did you say? What did you
D.
say?
D, because all the 3 of them should be a multiple of 3.
Teacher, I said C.
So this is Farzad, okay. Farzad. And
Can you
Berin
hear
says C.
Yeah.
And Berin says C, okay. And maybe those who solve the most questions or become, I will maybe 200 worth of let's say gift. Okay,
What? By what?
200 liras worth of something, worth of gift. You can select anything. I can buy it for you, but it shouldn't surpass 200.
Okay, it should be about.
Yeah, it could be a game, or it could be maybe a flower or a watch. Okay.
Flower.
A new book.
And book.
A new book. Oh, you're reading book. Oh, that's great. Unbelievable, but that's great.
Mister, I finished 1 book in 1 day. Like, yeah.
Which is 30 pages.
Yeah,
gave
which is 15 pages.
Okay, enough. So we have 3 different shapes for the solid. One is which is in the bottom. This is different shape. This is A times B, right? A, B. One which we have here. So this is 3B. And one which we have here, which is A and 3, right? So the area of this is A times B. And the area of this face is 3B. And the area of this face is 3A. Okay. So I'm going to give you these AB values. Okay. By giving value, I can find the answer. It will be much easier by giving value. So this should be the smallest face. Or let's assume this is the smallest face. And 3 times what is 15? To find here this value. So these values should be the biggest one, right? A times B. This one should be the biggest one. Okay, so that will be 3 times A. Let's say A is equals to 5. And 3 times something is 18. That means B is 6. B is 6. So when I multiply it, 5 times 6, it gives me 30. So this is true. So this answer is true. I'm looking for wrong answers. So if 3A is 18, 3A will be what? 6. And here if 3A is 3B is equals to 24, let's say, doesn't matter if you change the places, it will give you the same answer, okay? It doesn't matter if you take this one 3A and this one 3B.
Yeah.
It will give you the same answer.
C, sorry.
So from here A will be what? 6, and B will be what? If I divide by 3, it will be 8, right? And when I multiply it, it should be giving me 48. Is it true? Yeah, that's true. So this is true as well. This is true. And about this one, so from here I can find A is equals to 4, and B is equals to what? 5. When I multiply this, will it give me 24? No, it's not giving me 24. So this is wrong, and this is my answer. Okay. Did you understand? Any question here? If your question now, yeah, of course. In a rectangular solid, we have 3 different shapes. Sorry, the facing the or the ground is the which is facing us, and the back is the same. So we have 3 faces. So the front has dimension and the face which is has dimensions of 3 and B. And the face which is facing us has dimensions of 3 and A. So we wrote them down here. Which of the following numbers cannot be the set of these areas? 3A, 3B, and A times. So I know that this side and this side has dimensions of 3, right? So 3 is included. And A times B, the face which is in bottom, has the biggest side. So that means these ones are the areas of the bottom, A times B. This is A times B, okay? This numbers. And these numbers is either 3A or 3B, right? 3A or 3B, one of those faces. It doesn't matter if you take 15 as 3A, 18 as 3B, it doesn't matter. At the end, you will find A and B for a value, for this value. And then when you multiply it, it should be giving you this one. You find A and B from these two, and then when you find A and B and put it here, it should give you 30 when you multiply A, B. You find A and B from here, and from here. When you found A and B, you multiply it, it should be giving you 40, or this number, which is here. biggest number. So let's try for answer A. Let's assume 15 is equal to 3A, or you can say 3B, doesn't matter. At the end, it will give you the same answer, because when you find A here, when you find B here, at the end you multiply. That's it. It doesn't make any difference. So A will be here, 5. And when you place 18 as equals to 3B, this phase. So B will be what? B will be from here, 6. When you multiply this, it should be giving you 30. Is it giving you 30? Yes, 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, no problem. This is true. This can be true. So about this one, from here you can find A. 18 is equal to 3A, and A will be what? You assume that this is the area of this shape, of this face. This face, okay? So if this is the area of this face, that means 3A should be equal to 18. So then you find A. Okay. From here you found that A could be what? 6. And if 24 is area of this shape, you can assume 24 as this shape or this shape, doesn't matter. It will give you the answer. So 24 is equals to, it can be 3B, and B will be here as 8. You found B as 8 from here. When you multiply this, it should be giving you the biggest one. True? Yeah, that's true. 6 times 8 is 48. And yeah, that answer is also true, and this is also true. It can be my set of these areas. So let's go to answer B. 12 can be 3B or 3A, doesn't matter. You can take either of them. I will say 3B, and 15 as what? As 3A. And from here you can find B as what? As 4, and A as what? As 5. When you multiply this, it should be giving you 24, but it is not. That means it is not my set of areas. Yeah, this is true. I can find A and B from here. This 2 areas. It can be this, but it can be this. But this one cannot be this, because I found A and B, and when I put it here, it's giving me 25, but not 24. That's why this answer cannot be my answer. And the question is that we should find the set of the areas that is not applicable in this shape. So answer is C.
Sir,
Yes.
what a beautiful painting you made.
Should I say thank you? No, I shouldn't say thank you.
But why?
Teacher,
Yes.
you will explain other things, teacher, right now, or you will only do some talking?
I will solve one more question.
Teacher, this question, can you, if you explain it again, it will be good, teacher. Like.
Okay, if I have more than 3 watts, then I will explain it again.
Okay, teacher.
Let's go. Is there anyone who votes for it being explained again? Yes, anyone? Unfortunately, we don't have 3 watts, more than 3 watts. So Mom